Okay, now one of the things that we wanted to do with this miniature was make him look very sinister. So what we decided to do was I took an old skeleton model, painted it up, enough that I felt comfortable putting it on the sprue, even though later on there's going to be some more painting. Got some of my green stuff ready. Now what I did was I cut out just enough of the head that I could have the eyes, the nose, and the top part of the bottom jaw. Now basically what I wanted to do was take enough of the green stuff that it'd be able to stick on the miniature, but at the same time that I don't have a lot of excess. After all, it's a particular look that I'm going for with this miniature. Because his right arm is going to have his chainsaw cutting off parts, it just so happened that as he was slicing and dicing one time, he managed to get the skull head stuck to him, brains and all. Right about here on the leg. Now, as I work this in, I definitely already have kind of the shape that I want. And I can kind of make this like as if there's gooey pieces just kind of dripping off of him. It'll also make it so that later on I can take it and maybe put a maggot or two in here. All the good wholesome stuff that you'd want to see on a Chaos miniature. Now of course I'm going to have to let this one dry before I can really do a lot with it. I did have a little bit of problems with my green stuff, but a little bit of water goes a long way to loosen it up, make it a little bit easier to work. And of course I'm going to have a wholly textured to it, which kind of also works for this type of particular thing. So this is going to be my first mod. I'm going to have to of course paint over the green stuff afterwards, maybe do a little bit of touch-up work on the skull. But as you can see, one of the things I really wanted to get with this was to make it look like as his chainsword was coming down, he had a piece of a person on him, and it's just stuck there and left there, and he's totally neglected it since. And maybe even as a trophy or a souvenir, maybe the stench to keep people away from him. But however it is, it adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of flavor, and it'll add a lot of different color to the miniature. So there's our first mod, and we'll probably be painting it up next time.